Alright guys, so what I'm doing now is drilling the holes here for my wooden pegs. This is all going to get wooden pegged, held together with wooden pegs, the whole bed. Then you can knock the wooden peg out and go back over everything. You know, move it, whatever, and then you can put the wooden pegs back in, and you're good to go. But what I'm doing now is I'm just drilling the holes in the posts here. We were mortising the sides in on this side, and I took and I cut in here 2 inches deep. That's what these this board is, and then I'm just setting this down in here. I come up 2 inches and in 2.5, 2.5 from my center, and 2 inches up from the bottom. So I'm just taking and augering out the holes for my pegs now. In doing this, you want to make sure that every little bit you stop and make sure that your bit's going down straight, because it'll tend to walk on you, you know, travel one way or the other on you. It's not an exact thing, you know. And I'll be going up on my my draw knife table, and I'll be drawing out pins, wooden pins for it. Once I get everything all put together, I got to put cut holes out in here for cross pieces, so my so the bed, the flats on the bed can lay in there. I don't have a box spring for on here, so I got to run board solid the whole way across to get that. But I'll show you that then. And now what I do is I don't drill all the way through, because if you drill all the way through, with the weight you got to put on the bit, when you drill all the way through, it'll break out the other side. You'll break that other side out when you're pushing down and you're drilling. You also jam your tip of your bit down in the dirt or mud or whatever you're working on there. Okay. Take this out. I'll just drill through just to the point. Now that one came through and it didn't chip bad, thank goodness. But I'll just take and then I'll just put it just so the little bit comes through, and I'll go into it that way. And that'll, you'll have little ears sticking up like that, but if you just take like a utility knife and cut around that in a real light, you'll cut them little ears right off there and you'll be just fine. Alright guys, I'm gonna take and cut these off then with my utility knife and see how it fits and everything, and then I'll get back to you. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright guys, so what we've done is I've marked off here where the rails coming across to support the boards that'll be running this way. I have boards running across this way, and they'll get stuck in this hole and that hole. Move this camera over there, and they'll run across, and the boards will lay on top, you know, straight on top, and then the board will stick out either side and get a wooden pin through it. Like this will set, like it'll go in. Now this one gets notched, has a notch on it for the end of the board to sit into. So the board isn't flopping, but this one goes in the middle, and this will go in right like that, and it'll get a hole drilled through it, and it'll get wooden pinned. And when I drill the hole for that, I will offset it just like a 1/16 to an 1/8 in past where the edge of this board will run, so that when I drive the wooden peg down through, it pulls it tight and it can't move. And then this notch here keeps it from, you know, going anywhere. But so that's where we're at. I gotta do some more cutting here, but I just thought I'd show you where we're at there on it, and we'll get back to you in a little bit. Alright, later. Alright guys, what we've done is I put on the mortise machine, I've put notches in. This is the headboard. This is going to be the headboard in these 2x here. I've notched in there. You saw me do that in the mortise machine. And then I've taken and I've drilled a hole down through this 5x5 and through this 2x4, and then this wooden pin will go down and get drove down through like that, and that's what'll hold that together. So we're gonna just pound this in here, and I just wanted to show you this, and I'm not gonna show you doing each one, but I'll show you later how I made the wooden pegs and that, but I'm just gonna show you here how the headboard and everything else will be held together. So here we go. Okay, and that's all the way. I'll pick it up here. And that come out the other side here, all the way through. This is the back. Want my pegs, you know, the pegs facing out. So that's how we're doing that. We're gonna get the rest of the wooden pegs in here, and get the headboard put, or the footboard put together. You can see here, I was just checking some things over here on the bed frame itself. Make sure things line up and everything. and we'll show you putting that together. So alright guys, well, we'll see you in a little bit then. Alright guys, so we're making wooden pegs here, making them there for that bed. This is how they used to do it years and years ago, like in the old buildings and stuff like that. But just take a little bit off at a time, right off the corners. You should come up with kind of a hex looking shape, kind of. And then all they did was you take and on the end here, take your draw knife, and just carve a point right onto that peg. It helps if you have a little longer piece down there at the end, you know, to go all the way down, that you can keep working up, and for your point it's out over the end here that you can work it. So, but that's, you know, the point there, see that, and then whatever, you know, your length, whatever your length might be. It's roughly the one I need right now is about right there. So I'll just take it, zip it off, and there's our peg. So that's how they did it years ago. So we're going to keep moving here, and we'll catch up with you a little later. Alright, catch you a bit.